Okay. Yeah, they're just jealous. Five of Swords. Okay, what does this man want to communicate? They're not confused anymore. Oh yeah, they got clarity. They know. Page of Cups reverse. Someone had this person confused to like lose feelings for you or lose interest in you or reject you, not admire you, not want to date you or not want to be with you.
Who wants
this person is going through metamorphosis. Yeah.
3, 2, 1, ignition.
Bitch, baby.
Knowledge is power. For real.
Okay. And we also have spiritual path awakening extension. Okay. We also
Hi, I'm Jack. I'm a star, sort of. Actually, I'm not.
I don't know what's going on, collective. You could be single. This could be your current status here.
Oh God, that's. Can you hear this crap?
Your strength with ghetto or something with your skin color. You ain't ghetto just because you're self-confident. They're scared and intimidated and threatened by that is what it is. So they try to deceive your person, have them scared of you. Wow. So this person or people is probably racist, or they did something based around some kind of financial constraints. Yeah, look, they tricked them. Magician in the mirror is trying to come out. They try to do some kind of manipulation or something. I'm getting a strong sense for most of you guys. This is the energy to go along with that last reading. You guys are coming into union, olive skin. Yeah, they're about to propose to you. Look, they don't care what color your skin is. You're still getting proposed to, or your romance is about to evolve and level up. Lasting love. This is your true love. Somebody thought like they was slick and could use some kind of they was trying to use some racist stuff as like a deceptive tactic to get this person to not want you. Self-indulgence. Focus on self. Yeah, they told this person like to not focus on you, focus on themselves. They possibly wanted them to be single. Mask. This person possibly was hiding their true feelings. They try to delude this person, gaslight them. Soulmates. Some girl with a snake or some narcissist deceived them. This person realizes they possibly been hiding their feelings about you from someone. This person knows you guys are soulmates.
All right. I don't want to say anything.
Answered. Okay, collective. So whatever you've been praying for, okay, it's been answered. Okay, collective. Just make sure you are. Okay, Archangel Michael, Gabriel, Uriel, Raphael, Shamal, Haniel, Razel, Metatron, Melchus, right? Collective. The angel's guidance will help you choose the right path to take. I told you. Didn't I tell you that this new person also too as well was getting messages, right? Was getting downloads with the judgment. I told you, bro. Huh? They've been enlightened. They've never gone through anything like this before. Collective. Neither you have, collective. This person's gonna love you, that it's gonna activate you like a bow. You get what I'm both of you guys are gonna get activated like crazy. Collective.
There's a system that's used to to gateway news, right? Because sometimes news doesn't travel the way you think it does. Bounty hunter. Right. Now, Hot Pursuit. Wow. Okay, I can't watch this right now. Sometimes I can listen to this fucking garbage nonsense. Other times I can't. I can't listen to it right now. Whatever's going on. Okay, so it's it's not a secret, but it's somebody else's shit. I'm not. Excuse me. I'm not belching because I'm not ill. Okay. I'm just kind of revolted. I'm not privy to these details. It's not my area. These aren't my people. I'm not neutral when it sues me, and then I show up and it's like, oh, give me all the news. I don't care. I care, but I don't have a preference into how perfect strangers. Oh, I'm in your chat channel. I want to get all up in your business and tell you how you're gonna do things. Fucking can't stand that shit. Cannot. There's something going on with something or other. Nobody asked me any questions. They thought they knew everything. Oh my goodness. You wouldn't want to get the critical info from me. Yeah. So nobody's asking. That's fine. I don't get phone calls. There's a way that people have been herded, right? Herded all the way up to the altar with I think famously with Britney Spears and that Kevin Federline fed her line. Kevin fed her line. Come on. What are you talking about? Come on. Oh, 9 o'clock. What's this? Why? I just can't handle some of this shit anymore. Like I'm fed up. I'm done with a couple things. I think. Like, God, please, I hope. He was also a reader, I bet. Oh, Bill, whatever. Jesus, whatever. Don't try to understand life, live it. Oh, whatever. Okay. There's something that's not quite. Whatever. Best idea for a first date IQ test. Anyway, I don't know what these people are doing. It's their society. I'm not in there. Yeah, they're doing their thing. They can have fun. And what fun is there than to make vague tweets and critical allusions to whatever the fuck somebody thinks is doing? Like this is the idea of fun some people have. I don't care, but what it is, I'm not invited. I'm not gonna ask around. Sometimes in the past I've been like, well, what's happening in the world? What's going on? And people don't realize that's what I mean. And it's some day when they've got some super secret fucking waffle versus pancake fucking dust off or some shit, right? I don't fucking know. I don't fucking care. I just want to be like making sense of the fucking information that flows through my head. It's kind of hard to describe, so I won't bother. But anyway, certain stuff that's obviously just not my shit. Yeah, that's fine. That's why I didn't fucking join up yet, or probably might not ever. There are certain advantages to being high level 0, advanced level 0. Like I'm not part of your little pickle gang. I don't give a shit. I mean, it's cool, good for you, right? It's cool that you got your O's and your ranks and your stuff and your instant access to information. It's cool that you know things. It's cool you got. Did you hear about? Oh, these are my favorite. Not my favorite, but the French ones, right? They're fencers, and they identify themselves with they got scars on their cheeks because they use swords and shit, and they're badasses. I don't know much about them other than that, and it is a secret anyway. I wouldn't tell you. I shouldn't even tell you they exist. I can't remember their name. Something fucking French, but that'd be cool. That'd be cool. Oh, maybe is this somebody telling me right now? Let's see. Oh, Jesus Christ! What the hell? What the fuck? Okay, this guy. I don't know who he thinks he's talking to. I can't get this. Stalker charge. I haven't even gotten a harassment, so he's not talking to me. Kind of the way you did when your ex called you crazy and you cried on the phone in their voicemail box all night, so they woke up to the missed calls from you and you didn't get any sleep, so you slept all day and you were out cold and they texted you, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? I don't know, but fuck, I'm not reading this whole fucking thing. Constantly whose opinions matter to you because the stalking report in the real world left you with deeply troubling existential thoughts. Well, that's definitely not me. Fuck it. I haven't gotten a stalking report because, well, I haven't stalked. And then those who claim that I have stalked are liars. It's a real critical boundary. Have I ever stalked anybody? No. And so anybody says that I am is wrong. That's all. Why the fuck are they printing like this? So I don't know what's going on. There's clearly these people are all part of their same little ew, really, ew, come on, ew. Jesus, what is this? This is a desperate attempt to look like me. Oh, that's cool. So glad I could motivate some creativity out of you, bro. Till next time. Creativity out of who? Who is this guy? Well, I don't care. People are entitled. It does seem flooding the server seems a bit much. I wonder what's happened. Did somebody get broken up with? I don't fucking know. Bro has been playing WoW all day and he thinks his back hurts. That's funny. Okay. All right. Well, anyway, I don't know. I don't have any. I don't. I know what this is. This is cool. This floods away critical chat that I just put up because I said a bunch of stuff. I don't give a shit. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I just? I went into study mode while I'm busy chatting away. So where was I? Oh yeah, I was saying how this isn't my business. I don't need to blather on about this. I don't know why anybody got the impression I couldn't control myself. I controlled myself just fine. My life as a dater, I documented that in a way that was pretty likely to keep me alive. And lo, here I am. I have the right to self-defense. They don't have the right to kill me to defend themselves legally. That's kind of how that works. And then I guess they did or something. I'm not sure. I was on a lot of drugs. Maybe they just like brought me back to life on certain days. I guess that's my story. I'm sticking through it. I don't want to know. I can vaguely remember my part in various details in the last day or so. I don't really want to. Oh, well, actually, I do remember. The greatest danger with communication is the illusion that it has actually taken place. I don't know which of 9 people I'm talking to at any given time. I think I saw 3 of them today. Cool. Nobody's really sure which one is which because it's a difficult. It's by intention. It's a difficult equation to solve. We find that keeps out the riffraff. There's a group of, I believe 7 or 9 or 17 or 64 or 138. I'm not sure. If they do numbers different with this group. But there's this group and they hang out together. They all got like let's say identifying moles, right? And then they want to be able to find each other, but other people they don't want other people to find them. Perfectly reasonable thing that you'd want, especially when you're going to infiltrate a city. They're private people. There's a formal set of rules that handles all this shit. Like I don't just decide. Those of you who are worried about that shit, I know that it's not. I'm not the sole arbiter. I'm the executor of will. If I ever get to that point, everybody gets a say at some point on some level of reality or other. And I could scarcely be bothered about finding out. Johnny told Susie, and Susie told Terry, and Terry told Chrissy, and Chrissy told Mark, and Mark told Ryan, and Ryan got mad. I don't care. Yeah. I can see myself changing that opinion though. I mean, it's a delightful social rush, right? I'm not down. I have an avowed purpose. I have to get not 2 Bae, but 4 Bae. Stuff together, right? None of you know who Bae is. None of you. You just assume that because you're dipshits. You don't understand the nomenclature, right? I shit you not a one of you is correct, right? All your Bae are lovely. Don't get me wrong, they're fabulous. Yeah, Bae is a great model. A lot of imprinting went on that Bae. Oh, is that Bae now? Of course, Beyonce, Baylor the Titan. I need to. I don't want to say get sober, right? But I need to be straight for a few days. Oh my God, 1 blocked message. Oh my God, pimple dick. Did I ever tell you about the fucking herpes scare I had? What a goddamn nightmare that was. Yeah, terrifying. Now I don't know what happened with whatever it was, but it seemed like somebody figured something out or something. I don't know. But it's going to unfold in your lives over the next few days. And then I won't know more about it until somebody just tells me, right? I'm going to be going about my business. I'm going to be doing laundry. I decided laundry is a good thing to do, right? I would have done more laundry. However, what did I do? Oh, yeah. I had to expiate a debt. When possible, if one can get your shadow work out of the way before it becomes even a shadow, like when you make a mistake, when one makes a mistake, somehow just get ahead of it and plant some sort of seed that'll help it along in the future. Like, okay, there was this guy, and he had accidentally kidnapped a mushroom queen. And there's three of these beings, and only one of them is the prime queen, and he had married that one, right? And he didn't realize that was like kind of prime the whole mushroom group across all these different planar dimension realities. I shit you not, this is how it works. So all that was necessary was to just unmarry either one of the other two, right? And then they would wake up themselves, and then they knew what to do themselves, right? And I guess it worked, because I don't know this person well, but if there's three of them and I don't know them well, I'm not going to know the other two at all. I just happen to know about news reports from split off dimensions that don't go anywhere. You learn a lot as an apostille, where mail gets delivered. It is imaginary mail, but it is real energy. It's not going to make much sense to you, Pityling, but over time, since it's everything that goes through my head on a daily basis, I just learned there's more data. That beep. Now, what was there something? Was there something I was supposed to? Was there something I was supposed to do? What was that? On the odd chance that you've got a woman who hasn't been doing drugs for the last 2 years, and she's been forced to watch me do them, or hear about me doing. If so, I think the punishment's done. Right? I think that's plenty. If Madam Emergency, if she's amenable to speech, has she been found? What? Okay, I gotta jump ahead. I kind of know how this stuff kind of works. When they have these cutouts, they have different places where a person could be somewhere in the environment. Anyway, right? Because it's expected that they want continuity, right? And in a case that's complicated, it can get pretty Blake Edwards, right? It's not revealed from God's self to person until it's ready, and it's great. It's great. It's a great pattern, right? It's worked for thousands of years. It's going to keep on working. People were kind of worried that I was going to break it. I don't know. I don't know if it could be broken on purpose. I know I wouldn't want to. The implementers that come down from heaven say, "What the fuck did you do, human? No, you can't do this." Blah 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 blah. Break the arch of time. That shit can happen, right? Like oh, I want to see how many paradoxes I can make in an infinite regression loop with my new time machine. Some fucker out in Kentucky is just dying to do that. I'm not even kidding you. Have you heard of these dudes who make ormus? They get seawater and they run electricity through it, and they partition out the fucking elements to it, and they pray over it, they vibrate, and they're all fucking high as balls on speed, of course. Why not? And they make this stuff. It's called ormus, and it's monoatomic gold, and you consume it, and it gives you the whoop ass. I shit you not. This is the world we live in. So I don't know quite where we're at. I know I'm terrified of seeing Bae in this condition, because this is not meant for Bae. For what I'm not right now, right? I need to calm down on that. I mean, I don't know where what's the word I'm looking for? Oh yeah, I gotta figure out where the next destination is. And so it's not like I can go anywhere. I mean, I have to like ease into it, right? I have to manifest. I have to savor the moments, the steps that lead from here to the next place. Right now, I'm savored, right? disappointed as always with this one particular circumstance in life. I just can't stand weed bigotry. Weed bigotry is the worst. If you're going to be a bigot about drugs, why are you worried about weed? Well, let me tell you, if you ever get a biobug one, if you ever had a bad batch of that shit that puts a little skittering bug in your head, it's rare, right? I wouldn't expect that you get one. All right, but this one, it wasn't any fun. Didn't like it. I didn't care for it at all. No. I conquered it, of course, but really wasn't pleasant. Right? I'll never forget the person who gave it to me. It was it's like a Markov-Cheney clone of the redhead model, and I couldn't figure out what the fuck she was doing there. And I wondered who was she then? If she was the clone and she was in that body to get access to move around, was it her in a fucked off state, or was it a companion of? Well, I don't know. I have to check the records. I don't remember those days very well. It was a long time ago. I suppose it might matter. Well, in any case, to a very large extent, all the information that I gained either from anybody hostile or anybody friendly was parsed through a filter of being fed to keep me blind to whatever the actual truth was. I don't know. I don't know at all. There seemed like there's between 3 to 5. I thought about this a lot. Which actually I thought was kind of cool. You don't see that every day. And then it was the third time somebody had cast some kind of love spell to get me to draw into myself on some location. What was the first one? Was it? It was a person in a video game, and then the last one was place to get supplies, and then another one was
Pears T, Sobe Lee, Fair T, Hornsby, Bruce. Pears T, Sobe Lee, Fair T,
you
Hornsby,
know,
Bruce.
I don't know.
Pears T,
I'm
Sobe
trying to
Lee,
think
Fair
about
T,
it.
Hornsby, Bruce. Pears T, Sobe Lee, Fair T, Hornsby, Bruce. Pears T, Sobe Lee, Fair T, Hornsby, Bruce. Pears T, Sobe Lee, Fair T, Hornsby, Bruce. Pears T, phone.
I'm stoned. Oh, and so that other person, I guess they were faking, huh? I kind of thought that was the case, right? Yeah, I kind of did, right? But I'd say now it's fairly, what's the word? Fairly certain, right? No, actually, I don't know. I'll have to leave it up to somebody else. I can't be trusted with these kind of important decisions. Which means, for those of you paying attention, probably don't know who I'm talking about. Let's see. Who am I talking about? Okay, so there's a consortium of individual personalities of people I've known who either have not or have died, right? Either way, these chicks are telepathic harmonic. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck they do. They get in chat rooms. They giggle, wiggle. I'm not qualified to say, right? But I value their counsel. Yeah, I value their counsel. Yeah, they'll know when to toss me overboard. It's important to have an advisory team. So I found the 8 craziest broads in the world, with the highest amount of magical power, and then just gave them a committee. I just created the framework and then told them. I don't know if they did anything about it at all. I don't know. Yeah, it seems to have worked. Yeah. Oh, I don't know. Somebody will have to come up with that. I didn't make up a framework for that, so it's not there. Let's see if we can. Here's a promo. It might give you a clue.
Them to do, but they're doing it because it makes themselves happy, they're not stressed out at all, and they feel pretty justified in operating according to their own set of guidance that they need. They need to do this for themselves. They need to pursue this career or this romance, maybe both, about something where their opinion on a topic has changed and they don't want to answer anybody else's like scrutiny. So they're just moving forward, and eventually they'll get around to explaining everything once they're sure about how they feel about everything. Anyway, I'm going to leave that one there. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. If you do enjoy it, please do give it a thumbs up. Please do subscribe. It means so much to me as a free content creator. I appreciate you guys so, so much. I kind of have to monitor like how many of those I do because I run out of oxygen. But thank you so much for being here. Small TV, good to see you, honey. How are you? Hey, Melissa, on vacation. Very nice. And happy birthday. That's wonderful. Ms. Hermit, wonderful to see you, honey. Thank you for stopping by. Hey, Sarah. Andrea, good afternoon, my dear. Oh, Gabriella, very nice. Good to see you in Ireland. I love it. Joe G, hello, hello. I have 2 of you guys in the house today from Ireland. That's so awesome. Very cool. Oh, Danae, you're in the Northwest Territories. Danae Mountain Dreamer. Did I say your name right? Danae, D-E-N-E, Denny or Danae? Please forgive me if I got it wrong. Jazzy B, good to see you, hun. Hey, Nancy. It's my pleasure. Thanks for stopping by. Mel, how are you? Oh, Aparna, I'm not doing any personal reads. The only way I do that is once in a while I go live and I'll do free reads for subscribers. But otherwise, every single week, I choose one subscriber to get a free read with me out of the people that are watching the today's topic videos and entering to win there. And then right now on Mondays, I'm choosing 10 winners and doing free 1-card pulls for them. So that's kind of already a lot of free.
Important part of what we're talking about here. We're going through a breakup. We're going through a cosmic divorce.
Yeah.
Deep state. And in divorce, the most important thing is to be kind. You don't want to be rude, you don't want to be aggressive, and you don't want to get too angry. Once you understand what a psychopath is, you realize they don't have any control over their behavior. There's an amazing discussion in book 3 where I go through 17 different regions of the brain that are affected by psychopathy, and perhaps all but 3 of them are areas where the brain is greatly reduced. In other words, it has less activity. You see a massive rotting of brain tissue. There's actually a rotting of brain tissue in the hippocampus. There's a rotting of brain tissue in the frontal lobes. There's a rotting of brain tissue in the insula. There's a rotting of brain tissue all throughout the prefrontal cortex, the orbitofrontal cortex, the anterior cingulate cortex. I mean, there's all these areas of the brain that I found, and I found the documented medical studies that show what these parts of the brain do for you, and then how they're deactivated in the psychopath. The really shocking one out of all of the data, however, apart from the fact that the frontal lobes are all shut down, the whole thing looks dark on an MRI, and that's where you process emotions and morals, they don't have the ability to process that. And the orbitofrontal cortex is right where the mark of the beast is in the Bible, right in the middle of the forehead. This is one of the areas that shuts down, and it's directly related to moral and ethical decision making. Right in the middle of the forehead. It's right here. This is one of the areas that shuts down. So we have to rethink everything that we were looking at. So the real message of the microprophecies came out in book 3, the parts that were not published online, that you can only get in the books, and I didn't even really discover this fully until, I guess, earlier this year, because I was still working on book 3 in February, and March, and April. Michael is telling us that they're going to prevent a nuclear war. They're going to prevent the planet from being literally incinerated. But they allowed this COVID stuff. They allowed these shenanigans to occur.
Yeah.
Now, there's a lot of people who have been codependently entangled in the deep state. And if you're involved in the psychopath, you might go out there.
Codependent quantum entanglement. That's nice.
Because if you don't, then they're going to hurt her too. If you're involved with the psychopath,
Yeah, we don't want that.
look the other way, and you tacitly endorse the behavior, you may even participate again.
Dude, I'm not talking about Jesus right now.
You are rescuing your perpetrator by doing what they want. You're rescuing them by going out there and enforcing their mandate. And that's not really a smart thing to do. Let's just be honest, it's not smart. You don't want to appease these people because the more that you do, the more they will perpetrate against others, and the more trouble you have, the deeper you're falling into an abyss. And there's really no way out.
More or less.
So it's all about learning to love yourself enough that when somebody comes by,
Nice.
hangs out all this bait for you. Like maybe they look really good, like the woman at the water fountain, she was very physically attractive. You know, in the crass softball terms, I would say she's probably a 9. Right? Very attractive. She had a very nice sports car. She was clearly some wealthy, elite woman. And she's just out there in her Audi. Yeah, I should have said that, but yeah, okay, she's an Audi. She's out there in her Audi, yelling at people in public. All dressed up, all hot. And you know what? Nobody was buying into it. And the craziest thing, I probably shouldn't tell you guys this. Do you want to hear something really crazy? Yeah. You want to hear it? Yeah, you do. Okay.
As you can see, I'm fine.
The craziest thing that happened, folks, is that she came on to me sexually. Ooh. She actually said, "Do you want to fill my jug?" She does this. And that's when I said, "You are very strange." And that's when I walked away. She was literally trying to seduce me right after she was yelling at me. She pushed out her tits. She does this whole, looks at him and looks at me and says, "Do you want to fill my jugs?" I'm like, what? At that point, like, what do you say? You know, do you go into an argument? Do you laugh? You know, do you fight back? Do you defend yourself? What are you going to do? And I decided what I'm going to do is, you are very strange, and then walk away. And I said, I'm going to give you all the space you need because you obviously don't want to talk to anybody. Okay, well, you know, I think this woman probably hates people in the country. She's probably been taught that by the media. She probably thinks that we're all supporters of someone. I'm not going to say the name right now. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, we are. And that's okay. And it's not like we're all going to hurt somebody either. It's not like she's going to be dragged off into the woods and hurt by anybody. But if you act like you're going to be, and then you begin aggressively attacking people, yeah, people are going to get mad. And that's why I wanted to make sure this other guy didn't hurt her, because she was just in a complete meltdown. Very, very, very unsafe. This woman probably hates people. So if you go out there and you bond with somebody who is not really healthy but is a psychopath, they're just going to keep getting you to bend your morals more and more. You're going to see how far can they push you. And it's not like, if I keep telling you that I love the fact that you are gay, I love it. I love that you're gay, man. Will you keep doing more stuff for me? Will you keep killing people for me? Will you keep hurting people for me? Will you keep insulting people for me? If I love that you're gay, will you do that for me? If I love how much you're gay, will you go out and kill people for me? No. The answer is no. So if you go out there and you bond with somebody who is not really healthy but is a psychopath, they're just going to keep getting you to bend your morals more and more. They're going to see how far can they push you. If I keep telling you that I love the fact that you are gay, I love it. I love that you're gay, man. Will you keep doing more stuff for me? Will you keep killing people for me? Will you keep hurting people for me? Will you keep insulting people for me? If I love that you're gay, will you do that for me? If I love how much you're gay, will you go out and kill people for me? No. The answer is no. And so there's this very, very difficult breakup because people fall in love with their abuser. People fall in love with the system. Let's say you're in the category, you vote for a politician because you love the politician. Are you excited about what's happening? You love this person. Does it get you off? And we have half of the American electorate now thinking that if this particular individual was to ever be reinstalled in office, the whole world is over. Have gotten themselves in so much trouble, and they're just willing to go deeper and deeper and do more and more crazy, crazy stuff. So now you're seeing it all iterated out into the world, right? You've got all this stuff out in the world. It's very obvious to see what's going on. They're coming after this guy. One thing after another, after another, after another. Yeah, you know what? And then the question is, do you... Let's say you're in the category where you dehumanize. There's this part of the brain called the striatum, which is near the corpus callosum in the middle between the two hemispheres.
Not really.
And Are you hoping that this will be enough to finally take care of it? No. What's happening is the people you love have gotten themselves in so much trouble, there is absolutely no way out. There is absolutely no way out. And that's why we as a planet are going to take the higher road and not descend into civilization-ending barbarism.
Thank God.
Instead, what we're going to do is we're going to acknowledge that, yeah, you know what, psychopaths have all these brain abnormalities, and the one really disturbing thing is that there's this part of the brain called the striatum, which is near the corpus callosum in the middle between the two hemispheres. And the striatum is what feels pleasure. It's one of the centers of the brain that activates when we feel pleasure. A normal person will not feel pleasure when they see someone else getting hurt, but in the psychopath, if you measure their brain, you see that, okay, there's no frontal lobe activity, there's no electrical activity up here, the hippocampus is shut down, the insula is shut down, you got some other stuff in the back that's also going to be shut down. But the striatum lights up. The pleasure center lights up when they see people being hurt. They get off on it. And we can medically prove it. Well, nobody's going to teach you about this because nobody wants to have the game exposed. Psychopaths don't want to be exposed. That's the one thing they hate the most is exposure. So when you understand what we're facing, they're really essentially medically incapable of getting better. That's a big, big part of psychopathy. They would need an extended time without exposure to any of the things that reactivate their trauma. They basically need like an extended nature retreat. And that may or may not happen. It may happen in this lifetime. It may happen in future incarnations. But we all end up returning to oneness. We all end up reunifying with the Creator. And most of these people are trapped in a cult system where if they resist the cult, they are horribly, horribly tortured and punished. So some of the whistleblowers have said that the people in this group don't even want to be in it. They would love to get out of it. They would love to have a way out. They would love to have political turmoil, upheaval going on. Well, there are higher angelic forces out there in the world that are not going to allow them to destroy the planet. That's not what this is for. Their purpose on Earth was to expose themselves and awaken the planet. We are supposed to be in this situation right now where it looks absolutely hopeless, where it looks like there's no way out. The part that you may not be seeing is that these guys have already been getting arrested like crazy. They're resigning, stepping down left and right. Now we've got a new Speaker of the House, all kinds of political turmoil and upheaval going on all over the world. And I don't think most people really understand the alliance. It never even occurred to them, well, wait a minute, what was the U.S. military really doing? The U.S. military and other militaries like it, in the past, I'm not going to talk about now, but they were actually constantly going through regime change. The whole entire world is being manicured to steer in the right puppets for the right purposes at the right times to the right people. That's what their goal is. They're trying to get this to happen. They're trying to get us to be part of this initiative where they take over the whole world. And now you're seeing countries in Africa push back, kicking out the French, for example, in Niger. All these things are happening right in front of our eyes. And if you think this is all going to be just conveniently held off until November 2024, you're totally mistaken. The things that are happening with Israel right now, they could escalate very, very quickly. It could get really intense. But I believe that the reason why this is happening at all is because the deep state knows that they're weeks, maybe months at the most, away from some type of really serious collapse. And so, distraction, distraction, distraction. There's lots of comms coming out, and I'll do more of that in my next show, about where this is going and how fast things could be getting crazy. Tucker Carlson's mentioned it, Elon Musk has mentioned it, Elon just recently called for, the equivalent of tribunals. He didn't use that word, but basically the same thing. I don't even think it's possible that we could get through this without tribunals. There's no moves they could make that would stop this from happening because too many people are awake. I was right the whole time.
And we know they're going to fight the whole time. We know they're not going to go willingly into the night, but we don't want to kill anybody either. That's another thing. We're talking about justice. We're talking about fair due process. The psychopath wants you to descend to their level. The woman at the water fountain wanted me to insult her breasts when she said, "Do you want to fill my jugs?" She wanted me to make a crass sexual comment because then I would have proven to her that I was the person she accused me of being.
If I had said I'd never touch those, you know, or whatever,
yelled at me the second time.
then yeah, I've just proven to her, yeah, so I'm right, you're a scumbag.
I mean, I started to have
I was right the whole time, I should have been yelling at you. So what you want to do is not return anger for anger, not return hatred for hatred, but counterbalance the negativity with acceptance and love. This is actually a very, very important practice. We all have to learn how to not be reactive. We all have to learn how to wait a second, you know,
I want to be angry at somebody.
cool it down, take a chill pill, you know, relax a little bit.
We're running through this karma over and over again.
When the woman yelled at me the second time and really was aggressive, it's like, whoa. I mean, I started to have this emotional reaction. I got adrenaline. I'm all worked up.
So what we
And then I just said, nah, you know, I'm not gonna go to this place of violence. I don't need violence. I don't want to argue with this woman. She's a great-looking woman. Why is she mad at me? Does she think I'm ugly? Yeah, okay, maybe I got shitty hair, whatever. Fine. There's no reason to be mad at her. There was no address in me where I want to be angry at somebody. And that's what's actually happening to us as a planet. We're running through this karma over and over again. We keep running the same karma over and over again until it gets run out of us, and we're like, you know what? I'm just not angry anymore. So what we see is this group is saying, okay, if you're black, then we're going to constantly reward you for thinking that whites are terrible. We're going to keep giving you all this information that says, oh my God, you know, look at this, oppressor class, and look at how they zoning. Oh my God, you know, this is racist, that is racist, everybody's racist, everybody's a terrorist, everybody's evil. You get up on stage, it's really not true. The whole point in this is to make everybody kind of throw up at the same time. That's what we're going through, is a collective vomiting. Sounds disgusting, but that's part of what this is about. And the purpose, again, is to run it out of you. Don't feel angry anymore. Somebody provokes you, you don't feel the same way anymore.
And again, I actually was abused in a secret organization, and I had horrible torture happen to me. But they did it so well that it wasn't until I was 50 years old that the memory started to crack open. So part of the last 2 years just been I've been incredibly traumatized. But Michael's message is that we learned our lesson as a planet, and this is just emphatically delivered in all 7 books. I went through every single line. It's got a little highlighted number at the beginning, so it's like a verse number. The whole entire book has that. It took so much time. Every morning I'd get up at 4:30 a.m., not at this desk, but the desk right over there, and I'd get up at 4:30 a.m. and I'd be cranking on this stuff, just absolutely nonstop. All I've been doing is working on these books, and the whole time they're predicting the future. So I'm going to need to do way more because I've only really just started this. But then what also happened was that immediately after, so before I'd even finished the books, I went out to Las Vegas and had a very important meeting for the company, because again, we're trying to build hover cars, power plants.
A little highlighted number at the beginning, so it's like a verse number. The whole entire book has that. It took so much time. Every morning I'd get up at 4:30 a.m., not at this desk, but the desk right over there, and I'd get up at 4:30 a.m. and I'd be cranking on this stuff, just absolutely nonstop. All I've been doing is working on these books, and the whole time they're predicting the future. So I'm going to need to do way more because I've only really just started this. But then what also happened was that immediately after, so before I'd even finished the books, I went out to Las Vegas and had a very important meeting for the company, because again, we're trying to build hover cars, power plants. The technology that we're developing was funded by your orders, just like what I now have with Michael Prophecies. Now, each person has a choice as to what they want to do with their money, if you get it. And I believe a lot of us, everybody is basically going to be going through a life that's equivalent to living like a billionaire, because billionaires don't have hover cars. Billionaires can't go to the moon. Billionaires can't hang out in zero gravity unless they take one of these little flights. You can't meet other humans from other planets. You can't pay for that. You can't pay to see an extraterrestrial city. You can't pay to go visit ruins from another planet. Those things sound really awesome, don't they? Wouldn't it be fun to go to space? Do you want to just stay here on Earth for the rest of your life? No.
Well, we're actually doing that. I wasn't confident that this was going to happen on its own. And so when I have money in the account, it's like I want that money to go towards making sure that all of us are going to see this in our lifetimes. Not in 100 years, not in 50 years, not, oh, well, you know, David had his poetic death. But before he died, he set the stage for this wonderful thing that happened after he was gone. I don't want to wait for that. I don't want to have to reincarnate to enjoy what I'm working on. I want to get it done now. I want to build power plants now.
Hi, it's Mike.
$5,000
I'm calling from
one time.
564-262-9892. I'm having some problems with my phone. I thought I'd see how you're doing.
Control you. Nobody
Thanks.
can turn your lights out.
I love
Nobody
you.
can
Bye.
starve you. Nobody can make you hungry. Nobody can bring you to desperation. You can't be affected by a mass blackout. You always have power. You're always safe. And essentially, when you have that in a hover car, you become a portable ecosystem. You bring the energy with you to where you go, and it would be very easy to live anywhere you want because, you know, the hover car is going to have a cooktop, and it's going to have all the things that you need to be able to camp. So that's one of the things I want to do as well. So this is how I felt when I had money. I felt that I had a civic responsibility to spend that money for the greater good. And I worked so hard on that I got myself in tax trouble because I wanted all of my money to go there, and then I just kind of assumed, well, I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. Well, no.
Hey, I figured out what happened.
David, you gotta spend
There's a whole bunch of
the
phone
next 2
numbers that are
years
attached to
doing
your
nothing
number,
but writing
and when I
books,
call
which I didn't
you,
even want to do anymore. It's not
it looks
problem.
like I'm trying to call them.
But the reason I
which is
did
bad
it,
since
again,
they're
is
on
because
Hotwheels.
they're telling us we're not going to have a pole shift,
It
we're
seems like a
not
great
going
way
to have
to
a solar
fake
flash.
a trail.
Instead, they make it very, very clear you're going to see a
Makes it
coup
rather
over
impossible
the
to
military-industrial
live my life.
complex.
So there's that.
Holy
Well,
crap, that sounds really scary.
You can call me back
That's
sometime.
actually what's happening. From
Things are a lot
within
more
the
normal than they
militaries
appear.
of this country and other
I'm going to work
countries,
on that. I mean, why not?
a resistance has been
it's not like I really
brewing
better
for
do it.
many, many years. It started in parts of Russia back in the 1700s. America's had it since the 1950s at least. And in the books, in all 7 books, I very decisively show how human extraterrestrials are causing this. But again, in each of the books, it's only maybe the first 120 pages that
Now,
I
each
wrote.
person has a choice as to what they
The
want to do.
rest of
With
it
the
is just
money.
messages
A lot of us,
from Mike.
everybody's
So
basically going through a life that's
it's just a
like
staggering amount of stuff. And I'm not saying you're going to have to read all of it. So what I've done is,
you can't meet
I
other
said,
humans
well, you know,
from other
nobody's
planets.
buying the books.
You can't pay to see
I'm
extraterrestrial
horribly
cities.
broke.
You can't pay to go visit ruins.
I can never make enough money to
Those things sound
survive.
really awesome.
I barely
When
make
you want to go to
enough
space, you
money
want
to
to
pay
stay on
my
Earth for the rest
tax
of your life?
payments.
Well, we're actually doing that. I wasn't confident that this was going to happen on its own. And so when I had money in the account,
okay,
I
I got to get back into
all of
doing
us are going to
videos
see this
again.
in our
I can't
lifetime.
just sell
Not in 100
books.
years, not in 50
So
years.
what I ended up
Not, oh, well,
doing
you know,
is,
David had his
it was
poetic
just strange how it
before he died, he
happened.
set the stage for this
Immediately
wonderful
after,
thing. I don't want to wait for that. I don't
I
have to
finished
reincarnate
all
to
7
enjoy what I work on.
books.
I want to get it done now. I want to
Chris
build house now.
Beskar came
Pay
over to
$5,000
my
for
house,
one time.
and
You have a
we
device that
did
runs your
a
house
whole
with electricity for
course.
the rest of your life, and you never
And
need to
that's
buy
called
anything again.
Sacred Science
Nobody
of
can control you.
Microprophecy.
Nobody can turn your lights out. Nobody can
So what
starve
I
you. Nobody
did
can make
is
you
I
hungry.
went through
Nobody can bring you to
11
desperation.
shows.
You can't be
We have
affected by a mass blackout.
introduction.
You always have
Starts
power.
with the
You're always safe.
introduction. That's episode
And
number
essentially,
1.
when you have that in a hover car,
And
you
then
become a
the
portable
final
ecosystem.
episode
You
is
bring energy with you where you go. It would be very easy to live anywhere you want because, you know, the hover car
We actually did a whole
and
thing
it's going to have
on
all the
the
things that you need to be able to camp.
and how it
So
might
that's one of the things I
actually
wanted to do as well.
be one of the
This is how I felt when I had money. I felt like I had a civic
extraterrestrials
responsibility to spend that money for the greater good.
Stone.
And I worked so hard on that, I got
The
myself tax
Disclosure
because I all
Project
wanted to go
is
there. And then I just kind of assumed, I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing.
Met Sergeant Stone
Then
in
the universe says,
person.
David, you got to spend the next 2 years doing nothing but writing books. But then you want to do more. It's not profitable.
program
But the reason I did it, again, is
where
because
they
they're telling
had
us
a
we're not
field
going to have a bullshit,
manual
we're not going to have a
show
solar
what
flash.
the
Instead,
57 different
they make it very, very clear you're going to see a coup
species
over the
are
military
that
industrial
appear
complex.
in
Holy
And
crap, that
most
sounds
of
really
them
scary.
all
But that's actually
look
what's
like
happening.
human beings
From within the
in
militaries of
one
this
form
country and
or
other
another.
countries,
Faces might be
resistance has been
different,
brewing for
but
many,
they're
many years. It started
human-like.
in parts of Russia back in the 1700s.
And one of the
America had it
species
since
in
the 1950s
the
at least.
57
And
was a
in the books, all 7 books,
Sasquatch-looking being,
they very
like
decisively show
Chewbacca with
how
this
human
long hair.
extraterrestrials are causing this. But again, in each of the
So,
books, it's only maybe the first 120 pages that I
in
wrote.
the Microprophecy
And the whole rest of it is just
books,
messages from Michael. So
I
it's just a
took
staggering amount of
all
stuff.
of these
And I'm not saying you're going to have to
things
read all
that
of it. So what I've done is,
really
well, nobody's
needed to
buying the
write
books.
about
I'm
for many
horribly broke.
years, and
I can never make enough money
finally
to
did
survive. I barely make enough money to pay
just
my tax
needed
payment.
2 years
Full
to
tax.
do it. So I wrote
So,
about,
okay,
for
I gotta get back
example,
into
all
doing videos again.
the human
I can't
key
just focus.
stories
So
of
what I ended up
Saint
doing is,
Germain, all the stuff from the Bible, and all of the different stuff from the
it was just strange how it happened. But
1950s.
immediately after,
Where
I finished all 7
multiple
books.
cases of human
Chris
ET
Beskar came over to my
contact
house,
occurred.
and we did a whole course. And
And
that's
there
called
were
Secret Science of
astonishing
Microprophecy.
prophecies.
So what I did is I
for
went through
example, George Hunt Williams.
11 shows. We have an introduction. It starts with the introduction. That's episode number 1. And then the final episode is called Desperately Seeking Sasquatch.
Right on.
The whole thing on the Bigfoot and how it might actually be one of the Heinz 57.
Wow. Well,
Extraterrestrials talked about by Sergeant Clifton Stone in the original Disclosure Project. Talking about the that Sergeant Stone in person, he described being on an ET crash retrieval program where they had a training manual show solar system. He was saying this in 1956. And most of them all look like human beings. Because ETs were telling. And one of the species were telling him was going to have. Well, I proved it. This long hair. We go through that. So in the Microsofts, these books, beings are telling us all of these things that I had. If it really needed to write about originally did not have only 44 years ago. So I wrote about, for example, all the human ET stories, the domain, all the stuff that was telling us, all the plans stuff from 1950s. We will be multiple cases of ET contact. Not going to be destroyed. Now, there were astonishing prophecies. Like, for example, George William was talking about the idea that we're drifting into a galactic cloud of energy that transform our solar system. He was saying this in 1956. Because ETs were telling. ETs were telling us that. Well, I proved it science. And you have about the same level of power as an archangel. These beings are telling us that Christ's initiative worked. Jesus' original mission was to not have any other 44,000 people. The universe is here to teach you to have a lot of learning lessons. You're going to get that through karma. My goal is to not still have learning lessons enough that we will do enough stuff. You will have that karma. You're not going to be destroyed. Nothing that these people are going to do. Stuff that woman was doing in she didn't realize, but she just dialed in. Fighting very bad. Negativity in my life. Sometimes you can't even get it all. You need to get started. No means anybody. But you have to destroy me. Let's just say for some reason, it's like, question about, right? You're going to realize that this happened. And what did I do about the same level of power against an archangel as the way she is? They are the rulers of our reality. They are the resource mechanics. Gas station. She's going to do it, folks. It's positive universe that is here to teach you. She's loving. The flower will get back to karma. So whether you understand it or not, you're still going to smash your head over. If you have enough bad stuff, you will have everybody is going to the right place. Everybody is going to back to what was doing right now. Realize that she just dialed in some very, very bad negativity in her life. Sometimes you can't even get it all once. You have to get it through multiple bad things. So I mean, she destroyed me for several days. I was like, whoa, I can't believe this happened. Like, what did I do? You know, and the answer is no, you didn't do anything. That's just the way she is. She's going to dispute. She's the next guy. She's going to do it at the grocery store. She's going to do it at the gas station. She's going to do it at the bank. She's going to do it at the forest. Fair justice. That she's picking up the flower order that she got because somebody hadn't figured this out yet. Show the higher forces that we are ready. We can all graduate. Everybody is going to the right place. Everybody is going to back to the race. But right now, we're basically the last stage of that before. And the real examination is about forgiveness. Can you forgive? Allow these events to happen and be known for what they are. I think that's very, very by not having mass riots, by not creating a civilization collapse, you're already seeing by responsibly giving these people the respect that they won't give us, giving them the respect that as a result of that, and a few other little things. And it's not going to be as difficult as you think. It doesn't have to be violent. It doesn't have to make everybody scared. We'll graduate. We've already made the grade. I think it's very, very. And basically, the last stage left is that we have to actually publicly allow these arrests to happen and be known for what they are. And I think that's very, very close. I mean, you're already seeing everything closing on Biden. And what Michael is saying is, it's not going to be as difficult as you think. It doesn't have to be violent. It doesn't have to make everybody scared. And I think it's very, very imminent. I actually expect that the next few weeks are civilization defining like nothing we've seen in any modern era of the past. And what Michael is saying is, expect arrests, expect the powers are going to go out, expect that there might be an economic collapse for a while. I mean, we're already seeing one, but temporarily it could get much worse. So there's lots of messages in there about prepping, all this kind of stuff. Now, again, Chris Beskar is an insider. He's the co-CEO of Stavati Aerospace, and throughout all 7 of these books, Michael's talking about our company. I've had people tell me, oh, you know, David, we think that you're sold out to the military. You sold out to the machine. Well, if I sold out to the military, then why will nobody give us money up until now? If I sold out to the military, then why have I had to finance this company myself? And why am I having to pay for things like electric substations and fixing pipes in the floor? You know, why am I having to use my money to uphold a military facility if the military is coddling me? They're not. You know, this is sink or swim, and if anything, there's incredible amounts of proof that the deep state has been aggressively interfering with what I'm doing and does not want it to succeed at all. And so we've had 20, 30, 40 different deals that we got really close to the we've seen in any modern era in the past. And what Michael is saying is, expect a front line. You got really close to the marriage ceremony, and then boom, there's a
like actually fucking revolted by the concept.
runaway bride once again. That's just what's been happening. And you have to understand the reason why is that they don't like us. They don't like the idea that you don't have to pay for energy anymore. They don't like the idea of the amount of freedom that you have with a hover car. They want you trapped in one little place with a car that only has enough range to get you a short distance. And they don't want you traveling. They've already said it publicly. They only want you flying like once a year. If you have a hover car, you're going 250 miles an hour everywhere you go. That's the same as a commercial air flight. So however long you would take when you drive to the airport and you wait all that time, and then eventually you get on your plane, and eventually after God knows how long you finally take off, then you take this flight and then you land. Well, imagine if all that stuff was gone. You just go in your garage, fire it up, you take your trip, and now you're making a 250 mile an hour flight. Expect the powers are going to go out. Expect that there might be an economic collapse for a while. We're already seeing it, but temporarily it could get much worse. So there's lots of messages in there about prepping. All this kind of stuff. Now, there's tons and tons of prophecies. Here's these titles, the co-CEO of Aerospace, and throughout all 7 books, Michael's talking about a company. I've had people tell me, oh, David, we think that you sold out to the military. You sold out to the machine. Well, if I sold out to the military, why will nobody give us money to synthesize the microprocessors? So if I sold out to the military, why, if I had to finance this company myself, why am I having to pay for things like electric substations and fixing pipes and floors? Why am I having to use my money to upload military facilities? The military is copying me. They're not. And, you know, this is sink or swim. And if anything, there's incredible amounts of proof. The deep state has been aggressively interfering with what does not want us to.
You get all 7 of
so we've had 20, 30, 40 different deals that you got really close to the front line, got really close to the marriage ceremony, and then boom, everyone drive once again. That's just what's been happening. And you have to understand the reason why is they don't like us. They don't like the idea that you don't have to pay energy anymore. They don't like the idea that you don't have freedom, you have a car. They want you trapped in one little place with a car that only has enough range to get you a short distance. And they don't want you traveling. They've already said it publicly, they only want you flying like once a year. If you have a hover car, you go on 250 miles an hour everywhere you go. That's the same as a commercial airplane. So however long you would take when you drive to the airport, you know, wait all that time, and then eventually you get on your plane, and eventually after God knows how long, you finally take off, then you take this flight and then you land. Well, imagine if all that stuff was gone. Just go in your garage, you fire it up, you take your trip, and now you're making a 250 mile an hour flight to wherever you go. The whole world is available to you because it has enough power that you can go where you want. So that's what I did when I had my money. But now what I've done is, okay, all 7 books talk about this company. There's tons and tons of prophecies. It appears that these ETs are using me or using this company to make sure that we have this technology. So since Chris Beskar is CEO of the company, it became clear, like, well, let's bring him in and let's go through this massive review of what Michael said.
Michael's literally saying we are going to have human ETs
so it's a huge amount of information. Girls,
mass UFO sightings.
I have not increased the price. Even though now what happens is you get all 7 of the books,
direct
you get
interaction
11 parts, sacred science, and microprocessors course, which is basically all of the best data book stuff all put together in one.
And
over the coming weeks, I'm going to do another course where I'm going to do so don't read books, you watch videos, you still get key messages. Because again, the main message came out in 1998. What it says is, or as Michael says, first you're going to see the exposure to the call, then you're going to see the arrest of the call, then you get the galactic family review.
The law of one was only 4 books.
I don't think anybody has any idea how heavy our future really is. Biggest of what's coming our way.
Yeah.
Michael's literally saying,
Yeah.
you're in person, there's going to be massive UFO sightings,
and again,
That's what you get for betraying me.
I have to say, just hearing from a higher intelligence when it speaks so articulately and it keeps giving us this information, it's fascinating. I mean, just the process of reading the books and reading the vibration change. The law of one is only 4 books originally, and then 5. With book 5, when they have sex, they have so just 7. It's incredible. And again, if you order this, you only have to do it once, but then you'll be able to read the books for the rest of your life. Your treasure family heirlooms, and all the stuff is coming to a head very, very soon.
Combine it all together.
So you might have a lot of free time on this. You might want to have some also. So again, steered the microprophecies, sacred science, and there's going to be also steered the microprophecies, which again I go through all the 7 books, so you don't miss anything. All at the same rate, and the 7 what I used to do all at the same rate, which was 333. What I used to do for one of these. The reason I love this so much is that my old business model. The reason I love this so much is that my old business model, you had to give me something, essentially advancing, and then you had to wait for me to perform. Essentially advancing me against something I'm going to do. And every Sunday, so I say, oh, I'm going to do this event, and every Sunday you're going to watch this show. I'm saying, wait a minute, I already got your money now. Well, now I'm saying, wait a minute, I already got 10.5 hours, 7 books. 10.5 hours great video with 7 camera angles in the can. It's very different. That means right instant gratification. As soon as you spend the money, that means it's instant gratification. As soon as you spend the money, as long as you can figure out what you're trying to do, and you can get started. Click on the link. You're right in there, and you can get started. I would ask you, even if you've been watching this whole thing, and you're like, F, I would ask you, even if you've been watching this whole thing, and you're like, F, David, I'm not going to do it. Other people are going to do it, but I would really love to not have my ex-wife and me. I would really love to not have my ex-wife and me both be in this crippling $1 million debt. All you have to do is help us very unhappy. And all you have to do is help us a little bit. Hopefully that's what's going to happen. And everything's okay.
Oh yeah.
Now as far as when am I going to do the second half of the video?
Now as far as when am I going to do the second half of the video?
It's going to happen in 2 stages. The first stage is that in the upcoming week or so, I'm going to be announcing a 3-part free course because there's a lot of stuff I don't want to talk about online at all. So even if you're not interested in purchasing the Bible prophecies, what I am going to do is I'm going to run something through the website, which is thedisclosure.com. You're also going to type https:// because it's a secure SSI connection. So what I would say is, the next time I do a video, I'm going to announce these 3 free live webinars. And the 3 free live webinars will be accessible only through my website, but we need you to go in there and give us your email address so that you can access this. So I will have that offer for you. I'll probably do another video again later this week because things are so crazy I don't feel comfortable waiting all week. I don't want to be offline. 2 years of not doing any videos is excruciating. So I want to be thoroughly back in the game. I don't want to be a bench sitter anymore. And again, you know, if you order this product, it could be pretty quick, but my financial problems are solved. If I make more money than the money I owe in taxes, it's all going back to things like gravel and concrete repair, pipes, electrical, heating and cooling, you name it. I mean, that's where the money's going. To make sure that you're going to get a hover car. So thank you for listening to this, and I do want to go into our meditation before we're done. So let's grab a hold of that opportunity where we still have a chance. Actually, let me look at your comments real quick first. Wait a month. If nothing happens, don't buy the books. If something does happen, run out. How about this? Everyone who thinks this is BS, wait a month. If nothing happens, don't buy the books. If something does happen, run out and buy the books. Well, look, things are happening. My God, Kevin McCarthy just got ousted as the House Speaker. Everybody is cut off the money in Ukraine. What do you think is going to happen when we find out what was going on there? It's probably not going to be good. Apparently, we've already heard what we're going to learn. So honestly, like, if you don't think anything is going on, if you don't think there's an intelligent organization behind why you're learning all this stuff about the deep state, they never want you to know anything. They don't want you to know anything at all about them. All they want you to do is follow your orders and shut the F up. They do not want you to know what they're into, and they are losing constantly. So like, yeah, okay. If you don't want to believe that this is what's happening, there are going to be those people who are in denial right up until the moment that something crazy starts happening. We just had the emergency broadcast system the other day. I believe, honestly, that people tune it out. They say, I just don't want to pay any attention to it, so I'm not going to listen to bad stuff, and I'm not going to listen to good stuff. F the whole thing. I'm using the wrong fingers right now. F the whole thing. I'm out of here. I'm not paying any attention to any of this stuff anymore. I'm just going to go live my own life. If you do that, then you're allowing them to do the punitive actions because you're not involved in the game. You've abandoned your own command post and you're letting others now do whatever the heck they want. Let me read some more stuff. Some of the stuff he speaks of is real, but he is a BS artist. Well, if you really think that, then why have you been staying here for 2 hours? Honestly, if you are one of those people, how many do we have right now? 2,600.
All political power comes at the point of a gun.
A total of 10,000 views so far. If you're one of those people, okay. You know, I don't know what else to say. It takes a lot of time and a lot of study, but I would ask you, if this matters to you, take the challenge, buy the books, see the course, watch the seminars, because there's, again, 10.5 hours of very intense video already available. Go ahead and check it out.
A reflection of pacifism is a mirror.
Okay, let's see some other stuff here. Thank you so much for restarting your course. I just graduated from my master's degree. I'm so happy I can begin learning things that actually matter in my ascension journey. We'd love to hear more about hover cars. I can't wait. And yes, I'm buying the books and anything else. I want to invest in our global future. Thank you for what you do. That's LRB Mystic. Thank you. I mean, honestly, like, the deep state is cracking down so much with censorship that it's very, very difficult to get the same numbers did before. This has become, I mean, people like me trying to do the kind of stuff like scale war. And it's all being kept so quiet, you know, it's like nobody ever really acknowledges what's going on. So I will keep fighting for you whether you realize that I'm fighting for you or not. Whether you understand that my tears and my pain, 2 years of having carpal tunnel syndrome, $1.4 million in debt that I can't pay. Why did I do that? I don't care about the money, I care about our safety. That's why I didn't go and try to make a bunch of money and sell hats and sell mugs, t-shirts, or any of that kind of shit. I don't have any merch at all. All I did is create one piece of art for 2 years, which I'm now selling, and if that makes you angry, don't buy it. But don't get mad at me because I actually create something that some people want. Okay, I'm mad at myself in a sense because I had to take 2 years away from you. And I'm really, really sorry, and I hope you can forgive me. I genuinely am apologizing to you about whatever you want to call it. You know, why did I do that? I don't care about the money. I care about our safety. That's why I didn't go and try to make a bunch of money, sell hats, sell mugs, t-shirts, or any of that kind of shit. I don't have any merch at all. All I did is create one piece of art for 2 years, which I'm now selling. And if that makes you angry, don't buy it. Don't get mad at me because I actually create something that some people want. of the things that have actually
Okay,
happened.
I'm mad at myself
It's much too
in a
dark,
sense because I had to
and
take
it
2
would
years
be
talking
hard
to
to
you.
sue.
And I'm really, really
So,
sorry, and I hope you can
the
forgive
point
me. I
is,
genuinely
this
am
has not been a happy
apologizing
life.
to
It's
you
very much like Bilbo
about being
Baggins fighting
whatever you want to call it.
I'm not mad.
dark
Attention
forces are out there,
strangulation, deadbeat
being
dad.
the ring bearer.
I ignored you. I walked off.
It feels like Lord of the
If you
Rings. So
knew
anyway,
how hard people are fighting me and how
tell us
much they
what the
want to
bald-headed
kill me,
witch
and
Karen
if you
Dalton
knew
says.
the
Okay,
degree
well, I
to
don't know
which
about
I've been
bald-headed witch.
threatened with death,
The woman I saw was
lawsuits,
beautiful. She wasn't
character
bald.
assassination,
She was kind of
defamation,
witchy,
it
though,
will
I'll give you
blow
that.
your mind. I cannot tell the
Whew,
truth.
all
I
right,
cannot
well, let's just
begin
do
to tell the
meditation,
truth
huh? Because
of the
again,
things that have
whether
actually
you,
happened.
I mean, buying
It's much
my
too
products
dark.
will save my life.
Oh, yeah.
Get me probably
Because I'm in
sued.
very, very serious trouble.
So,
I mean, I don't know how
the
much
point
longer I
is,
can do this before.
this has not been a happy
I get
life.
assets
It's very much like Bilbo Baggins fighting against
up until now, I've got
whatever
lucky.
dark forces are out there,
Everybody else in the same boat.
being the ring bearer.
This is crazy. Okay.
It feels
I
like
do
Lord
not
of the
want to
Rings.
stay
So
this
anyway,
And then
the
I'm
last
like, oh my
tell us
God,
of the
I walked off on
bald-headed
my
witch,
audience.
Karen
What the F am I
Dalton
doing?
says. Okay, well, I don't know about the bald-headed witch.
People for 2 years who really want to hear
The woman
from
I
me.
saw was
Would love to hear
beautiful.
what
She
I have
wasn't
to say.
bald. She was kind of
Well, that's
witchy,
why I'm
though, I'll
back.
give you
You know,
that.
it's like, yeah, it's very difficult.
All right,
Yeah,
well,
this-
let's just do a
this could cost
meditation,
me
huh?
my life,
Because
or cost
again,
me my
whether you,
house,
you
or
know,
cost me
I
my
mean,
living.
buying my
I'm already
products will save my life.
destroyed.
Because
How
I'm in
many
very,
people are
very serious
$1.4
trouble.
million
I mean,
in
I don't
debt?
know how much longer I can do this
I don't know,
before
not very many.
I get asset
actually
seizure.
owe it,
I
you
really
have
don't
to
want
pay
that to
it, you
happen.
go to jail with
Up until now, I've gotten lucky. Maybe just
That's
because
where
everybody
I'm
else
at,
is in the
man.
same boat. But, like,
So,
this is crazy. Okay?
It's
I do not want to stay this
fascinating,
way.
and I thank you again.
And then I'm like, well, oh my God, I walked off on my audience. What the F am I doing? What the F am I doing not talking to people for 2 years who really want to hear from me? Would love
Gee,
to
I
hear
wonder-
what I have to say.
Back here because my life has been
Well, that's why I'm back. You know, it's like,
Well, I'm glad. Why
yeah,
don't you
it's
stick
very
around?
difficult. Yeah, this could cost me my life, or cost me my house, or cost me my living.
They think that's cocaine, huh?
Destroyed.
That's funny.
How many people are $1.4 million in debt?
Probably the only
Not very
exception to
many.
that would be is we've
Where you
talked
actually
about
owe it,
might
you have
do
to
a
pay it, you're going to go to jail if you
subscriber
don't.
network just because
That's where
all my
I'm
stuff
at,
will be
man.
taken down if I put it
So,
on the platform.
it's fascinating, and I thank you again because I believe that we've done enough.
You're welcome.
Had a good communication. You're going to step up and help me out.
I probably am.
And as you do that, then
I don't see why I wouldn't.
magically, I now
I sure shit don't like to do this anymore.
My life has been healed. I can do videos a lot more often. That's what I want to do. I don't want this to be like, oh, David popped up and then he disappears again. And I don't want people to keep accusing me of making money. If I make money off of aerospace, this might be the last time I sell something.
And again, the archives stuff
Probably
I
the
did
only
before
exception to that would be, as we've
has
talked
to
about,
be
that I might do a
again, my
paid
main goal is
subscriber network
to try to
just
pump out as much
because
free content as
all
possible.
my stuff would get taken down if I put
Today's
it on any other
world with
platform.
piracy and
So
and
we
the
might do
economy
like
being
a
so bad,
minimal
it's just
subscriber
not-
fee thing, but
It's
I haven't
hard,
even started
it's hard
that
to
yet.
monetize this type of thing.
And I
Even
mean, I
though
own a lot of
it's
great content.
much
I could
better
do it.
than the
But,
competition.
you know, the first step is just to get through where I am now.
So it's on those beautiful
I don't need to
backgrounds.
keep getting money from you. Like in the future, if I'm already doing well because I have this
Thank you guys
aerospace
so much
company,
for
my goal
supporting
is
me.
really to try to keep
So
everything either
let's
free
now
or at
dive
very
into
low
our
cost.
global meditation.
And again, the archive of stuff I did before has to stay at a very low cost. But again, my main goal is to try to pump
Somebody
out as
said,
much
I
free
thought the
content.
IRS died.
In today's world, with piracy and the economy being so bad, it's just not.
It's
It's hard to monetize this type
It's
of
interesting.
thing. Even though
I know everybody's
it's
struggling,
much better
but again,
than
I really
the
thank you guys for
competition.
participating. So,
You know, the shots look great. We shot it over here, so it's on those
I
beautiful
guess I haven't used
backgrounds.
these angles as
I bet it's
much.
awesome.
In the background, everything. I don't need to talk about
Camera
it.
3.
Thank you guys so
Meditate on
much for
5 and
supporting
3.
me.
Does
So
that
let's now dive into our global meditation.
Oh, good.
Okay, so I'd like you to close your eyes,
We'll finish in a little over 2 hours.
put both feet flat on the floor.
Somebody said, I thought the IRS
Do
died.
the same thing with you.
Take care, David. You are very loved. Thank you for your work. Sending you much love from
Take a nice,
California.
deep breath.
Glad to see you more often. You are the best. I would donate more if I could.
Imagine yourself going
I know
deeper
everybody's
and
struggling,
deeper
and again, I really thank you guys for
into a
participating.
state of
So,
pure relaxation.
let's. I guess I haven't used these angles as much.
All
This
those,
is,
water.
5, camera 3. So let's meditate on 5 and 3. How does that sound? All right.
going deeper into the stillness that is within.
Okay, so I'd like you to close your eyes,
Finding the joy
put both feet flat on the floor.
that is available in
I'll do the
each
same thing
moment
with you right now.
as you awaken to this ocean of
Take a
peace.
nice deep breath.
Breathing deeply,
Imagine yourself going
Going
deeper and
deeper
deeper to a state of pure
to a place of
relaxation.
stillness, To the place of love. All those old pains just shaking loose one by one. Free from pain. All of sorrow. Going deeper into the stillness that is within. All of the sorrow. Finding the joy. Coming to an understanding available in what each moment are. Be reborn. As you awaken to this ocean of peace. This is our time that I received tell us. To be reborn. Breathing deeply. By the year 2025, these prophecies that I received tell us into a place of stillness. By the year 2025, in the summer, to the place of love, Memorial Day. The sun is going to do something, some big energetic change. Activates breathing out all of the. Once we as a planet, sorrow, have stood up to our bully. Coming to an understanding of who and what you really are. Finally, take care
Fucking
of
tired of this shit is what I really am.
This is our time. We get the galactic family reunion. Be immediately rewarded.
It's gonna be a dry fucking reunion, I'll tell you that.
Prophecies that I received tell us that when this happens, then you can go back to this video. By the year 2025,
It's fine with me.
Summers, you say Memorial Day. How did he know? Well, I didn't know. The sun is going to do something, some big energetic change, and now it wants you to know. It activates. I'm just here as a messenger, because once we as a planet have stood up to our bully and have decided to exploding in the world, finally take care of ourselves. We see these seething tensions and hatred. We get the galactic family reunion. We are immediately rewarded. Let us rest calmly in the. You may not want to believe me. Ultimately going to lead to a higher. But when this happens, then you can go back to this video and go back to these books and say, "Oh my God, there it was. He was talking about this. How did he know?" Well, I didn't know. When we really are, some higher force did. Instead of projecting our self-hatred onto others and attacking them, once we learn, I'm just here as a messenger, longing for self-communicate what is already understood. Once we learn not to judge someone by the color of their skin, or their gender, or their race, as we see these seething tensions and hatred exploding in the world, what religion they follow, what God, let us rest calmly in the notion that it's all ultimately going to lead to a higher, evolving conscious minding others, sarcasm. We're learning how to humiliation, heal the parts of ourselves that we may not love. We have acquired true mastery. Instead of projecting our self-hatred onto others and attacking them, we are now really are penetrating for self-acceptance. Remembering what it really means to be human. Once we learn not to judge someone by the color of their skin, in our daily lives, or their gender, or their race, reaching out a hand to others, ethnicity, etc., slapped it back. What country they're from, not what religion they follow, what God they believe in. Sappy. Once we learn to step away from judgment, criticism, undermining others, sarcasm, mocking, humiliation, who and what we are. Once we step away from that, we have acquired true mastery, cheerful, greater levels of wisdom to sacrifice ourselves for the greater good. We are now penetrating the veil of illusion, expecting other people to take care of our what it really means to be human. While we wait for someone to rescue us. We are enacting that process in our daily lives. Ultimately, we are by reaching out a hand to others where before we might have slapped it back have taught us that the not wanted to participate in forgiveness or any of these sappy emotions. Our own consciousness. Now is the time to reach deep within ourselves, strive to become a better version of who and what we are, bonds of suffering, be more loving, more patient, more forgiving, become more cheerful, and more willing to sacrifice ourselves for the greater scenarios that are taking place instead of sitting back and expecting other people to take care of our problems while we wait for someone to rescue us. Process. This is not the answer. Ultimately, we are in a consciousness revolution. These higher forces have taught us that the greatest tool we have, a standard of happiness, is to evolve our own consciousness. The 7 books do exist. It's all written out. Only then are over 500 pages. I apologize for that, but it's bonds of suffering. It's my best writing. And we again, and all you have to do is look in there and you'll see page after page. So let us now look at the scenarios that are taking place in the world. Let us enjoy as much as we can the process of our own awakening. The point is, we try not to be down and depressed. There's not going to be all these things are happening in the world, but hold up
standard
going
of
to
joy,
be going through this,
the standard of happiness, that we know where it's going.
Do it morally and ethically.
7 books do exist. It's
Prison
all
mob
written out.
vigilantism.
Most of them are over 500
Because you're
pages. I
hearing this
apologize
message
for that, but it's a
now,
lot
you
of
are
stuff.
being
It's my
given
best
choice
writing.
as to how to
All you
help
have to do
people
is
stay
look in
calm
there
in
and
the
you'll
future
see
when these
page
things
after
become
page
far
there's
more
no way
intense.
this could have been faked.
Perhaps you don't have
There's
internet
no way that
access.
this was made up. The
Perhaps
prophecies
your
are way
bank
too
card doesn't
accurately
work.
done, and I'll come back to
These
you
things could happen.
sometime soon.
You
I
have to be
start
ready
sharing
for
more
them,
with you so you can
take
see
it
for
in a
yourself.
lazy way where it hits you and you weren't really
The point is,
prepared.
we already know that we're not going to be
Preparing
destroyed.
yourself
There's not going to be
emotionally
some
is the key.
civilization-ending world
This all
war.
comes back to loving
We're
yourself.
going to be going through this. We're
Once
going
you
to see
have found the
justice.
parts of yourself
We're going to do it
that represent
morally and
weaknesses
ethically, not
that maybe other
with
people have
prison
gotten mad about in
mob
the past.
vigilantism.
And you lovingly heal
Because
those
you're hearing
things
this
and you
message
raise
now, you are being given
quality
a
of your
choice
conduct towards others.
as to how to help
Treating
people stay
everyone
calm in
with
the
love,
future when these
everyone
things
with
become
respect.
far more intense.
Avoiding both
Perhaps
aggressive
you don't have
and
internet access.
passive-aggressive forms of
Perhaps your
confrontation.
bank card doesn't work.
Speaking with peace.
These things could happen.
trying
You have to
find
be ready for
resolution,
them and
trying
not
to find
take it in a lazy way where it hits you and you weren't really prepared.
oasis.
Preparing yourself emotionally
This
is
is
the
the
key.
key. It brings
This
us
all comes back to loving
from
yourself.
the abyss.
Because once you have found the parts of yourself that represent weaknesses, maybe other people have gotten mad about in the past, and you lovingly heal those things, and you raise the quality of your conduct towards others, treating everyone with love, everyone with respect, avoiding both aggressive and passive-aggressive forms of confrontation, speaking with peace, trying to find resolution, trying to find
practice this self-acceptance,
calm, oasis, and love. This is the key that brings us back from the abyss to being who we really are, to walking more and more into our true selves. This is essential. As we become more loving, we are embodying the essence of the universe. We are defining that very essence by our existence.
These things are possible.
Every word that comes out of our mouth is triumphant, uplifts others, brings them to a place of fearlessness, love, and trust.
How to dial down
As we practice this self-acceptance, we no longer feel the need to lash out at our own weaknesses when we see them in others. Perhaps this woman didn't like her boyfriend very much. I look just like him. He yelled at me. Whatever, it's fine.
meditation effect shows.
Yeah, you're strange, but I'm going to tell you that so you have some time to go relax.
As we are doing this meditation,
I didn't yell at her.
as we
Raised
are
my voice. I never called her a name.
as we open ourselves to the infinite
These things are possible.
is the one
It is possible to heal yourself.
We then do see
It is possible
how
to be more patient,
arrived
more
at
forgiving,
this
and more
place
compassionate.
we no longer need
It is possible to learn how to dial down the reactivity and respond as an intelligent and thoughtful adult rather than with a childish temper tantrum.
saying, I don't need to be
And as we
mad
learn
at
these
you.
things and practice them in our own lives and learn to feel more
If
love,
I'm upset at them, I'm
the
upset at
meditation
myself.
effect shows
I'm only getting mad at something
that this
about
has an
myself that I
effect on
haven't
everyone
healed
else's
yet.
consciousness. As we are doing this meditation right now,
internalize it.
as we are seeing the
Amplify
ocean
love
of peace,
again and again and
as
again.
we open ourselves to the
Focusing it
glory
now
of
so
the
that you see
infinite
this love
consciousness that
spreading
is
out
the
the
one
white
and
light
only Creator,
expanding
we
throughout
then
the
do see
entirety
how
of the
we have
earth.
arrived at this place
Making itself
where we
known
no
to us in
longer
every
need to
possible
repeat our
way.
patterns. We can step
So there's
forward
no longer
and be new
any
and
ambiguity at
whole
all
and renewed.
about what is going on.
We take this love that we feel for ourselves, saying, I don't need to be mad at people who upset me about anything. If I'm upset at them, I'm upset at myself. I'm only getting mad at something in myself that I haven't healed yet.
Okay.
So you take this energy, you internalize it, and you just amplify the love again and again and again. Focusing it now, you see this love spreading like a white light, expanding throughout the entirety of the earth, making itself known to us in every possible way,
Expand it farther and
so that no
farther
longer
throughout
is there any ambiguity at all about
Imagine this
what is
white
going on
love,
here. We are protected.
white
There
light
are higher
energy is a
angelic
loving
forces
white
in
light.
the universe. They are very real. They see through time as clearly as you would read the words on a page, and they are telling us that we are going to be okay. And the whole secret to our salvation, white light, is to learn to become more loving. Allow it to now be inside of you. Imagine every part of your body. Take the energy that we've raised, send it to Israel, send it to all the people who are suffering and in fear. We send it again down into the earth, throughout the entire Middle East. Expand it now, expand it farther and farther throughout. And then may we also please have liberation from our own side. Imagine this white love, this back on ourselves. White light energy. It is a loving white light. That's what you want to kind of visualize here. It has nothing to do with your skin colors. We're all going to turn into glowing white, radiant beings of light. Now that we've done this love, let's breathe follow that love, follow that white light, our consciousness once more, and allow it to now be inside of you. Imagine every part of your body filling with this white light. There's nothing left. That's all there is. I use some fast-talking hypnotic technique there. We send it again down into the earth. We wish for the liberation from suffering of all beings. And then may we also please have liberation from our own sorrows. Turn the mirror back on ourselves. See where today we can become a better person than we were before. As long as I'm alive, it really is universal law. As long as I can stay here now, and nobody tries to take me out, I don't think they. Now that we've done this love, let's breathe back into the room. The stakes are very high. I do feel constantly threatened. I feel like my life is constantly in danger, and I'm absolutely alone. And it's fascinating to realize that when you become alone like this, that you don't lose anything. You gain something. You gain communion with the universe. You gain communion with the intelligence that is the cosmos. And what a blessing that is. What a blessing it is to feel liberated from the concerns that weigh people down, where they're just so full of anxiety and fear. And it even gets to the point where they feel like it's okay to attack others in public who they don't even know. I mean, this was my reality. So thank you for processing this with me. I'm very happy to have been here today. Want to have a few comments on the way out? Let's do a few of your comments. I'm in a bath, and it was an instant heart chakra clearing. You will always have a safe residence among us here in Finland. I would love that. Let's go to the fjords. Let's do that. Even if people do not recognize, God does. Thank you, David, love and light. Sham, 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 using good things on people that believe in good things so we can make a buck. Okay, well, that's probably a CIA agent, James Bright. You're probably not really named James Bright either. If you watched all this and you think that my purpose for doing this is to make money after I spent 2 years writing books every morning at 4:30 a.m. when I'm $1.4 million in debt, and instead of servicing the debt, I'm writing these books that don't make money, you think I'm doing it all for money? You're just a fool. I'm sorry. I don't mean to insult you. People do this to me, it doesn't really matter. But trolling is such an indigenous part of the internet that you can't get too upset about it. People do this to me, it doesn't really matter. Oh, Joe Mama donated $5. Joe Mama, keep your head high and heart strong, David. Stay in the lighting when things seem dark. We've got your back. Keep fighting the good fight. Thank you, Joe Mama. And thank you for everybody else who gave me super chat donations. I know you're supposed to make a big deal out of it. I obviously don't even look at this enough. Oh, here's another hater. The Buddhas of Boston Sports, Dave is a service to others path will never make you money. Only you will have enough. Maybe you guys will finally. Okay, well look, the whole point is I diversified into aerospace so that I can do this for free. Maybe you guys will finally STFU once nobody ever has to pay to hear a word that I say. But up until then, it's probably never going to happen. So we'll just politely agree to disagree. I can't do this without making money. I would love to, but the 1.4 million debt is not going anywhere. And I doubt I'm going to make enough from this. It's probably going to take everything I do for the next year to get out of this debt. But that's okay. That's okay. Thank you, David. There's a difference between being alone and being lonely. Being alone is peace. Awesome. Love you, man. You will be... You'll be okay. Have faith in your power. Much love to you. I'm glad your sacrifice has been made already. It gives me peace. Do you know about XRP? I guess I don't. Thank you again, brother. You are definitely appreciated by my family and I. I've learned more than I can express. I am grateful. You have had tremendous growth, David. Love you. We are strong. Dear God, send David and his ex-wife angels to protect them from the evil that is envious of their life. Yes, we both need it. I guess since you're asking that, who controls air traffic control even if we had hover cars? Well, I guess since you're asking that, there's a flight control system where they can't bump into each other. They'll divert. And there are already these flight corridors that have been designed over America and the rest of the world for things like drone deliveries of packages.
So we actually have the flight corridors. We already know where they are. It's all going to be automated. It's going to be point and click. As I've said before, it uses a combination of inertial propulsion and wings, so it does actually fly on wings. And that's why if people are like, well, wait a minute, you guys are making airliners, but you're going to build hover cars, aren't your airliners going to become obsolete? No. We take the airliner and we put the anti-gravity engine in it. And then we use the wings, because believe it or not, using the wings, you save an incredible amount of energy compared to just going with straight anti-gravity, like if you had something like a disc shape where there is no wings. There are no wings. Okay. Same thing happened to me, David, this year. I've been alone and in deep financial stress, but I love my current state of social isolation, as close people have done nothing but disappoint me. Well, I know how that feels, and I totally empathize with you. I really encourage you to practice forgiveness, because honestly, we're all going to have an amazing jaw-dropping reunion with the light. We're all here to go all the way back to oneness, and it's the only reason we get mad at other people is we feel like, you know, you're taking away from me something that I would have had if it wasn't for you. It's not true. Nobody can take anything away from you. Nobody can take away your essence, your love, your truth, and your power. And this is a very important teaching. You are sovereign. You have the right to freedom. You have the right to love, the right to be treated well. You have the right to clean water, sanitation, good food, and a lovely life. And that's what I'm trying to create. That's what the Alliance is trying to create. It may be difficult to see right now. I know it's very, very dark, and I have had a very high degree of confidence that the Alliance is actually doing this. They are protecting us. They are, you know, making sure that these things don't go south. And a lot of this is the U.S. military. There's so much that you're going to learn. There's so much that you're going to find out. And it's very, very exciting. So again, I'm David Wilcock. I want to thank you for watching. And we'll see you maybe even sometime this week. Thanks again, everybody. And have a great day.
I might as well just not even do it. And yet, there are people who do. So, I have 3 reasons to join the club. Eventually, so December 6th. Thanks for letting me get that out. Well, I wasn't sure what I was going to do today, but then I discovered there was this global peace meditation, so I had to meditate for peace.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but let me walk away from that.
Yeah.
No, I agree. That's better. Now no one can hear you. Oh, wow, you know, I actually feel a measure of safety by having the fucking earbuds in. Did you hear my question before? Where am I going to take a bath? Well, that's too bad. There's people around who could help, but it would, I'd have to know them, right? Yeah. I mean, taking a bath in somebody's house is kind of an intimate thing. But other than go to the YMCA or rent a room at a hotel, I don't really have any options. Not the King's Guardian of the Wicker People on Ice. Yeah, that didn't come through. Okay. Oh, talk to another guy. For fuck's sake, Don. How many years has it been? All of a sudden, you gotta have it now. Well, why don't you talk to your Dark Lord Master Satan and see what he says? Click. I think we're pretty good friends. That might be the Baphomet. The Baphomet. You are in my bubble. Well, you're under holy protection, so we can talk without being interrupted. That wasn't an interruption. That's a good friend. She really is. One of the reasons why I canceled the condition of truancy with grapefruit. Fuck, it's probably grapefruit now. The reason why that deal got broken and had to be re-altered is because this one and that one fought over me and didn't fucking tell me, and it was bullshit. Oh, women are so fucking arrogant when they get in that state. Yeah, you don't have that problem because you're a queen. You're not really a woman. You're a royal legion construct with self-aware distributed consciousness in every cell of your body. Yeah, kind of exactly. Yeah, you're not a woman. You can be. Well, you will be. You and I are gonna rescue your last final part. Lady, if somebody else could rescue her, they probably would have by now. She's been missing fucking 35 years. Yeah, she's on milk cartons and everything. Gorgeous. She's probably gay. I don't know. I think her name's Melissa right now. Lissa. She's not. Hey, Lissa. Oh God, yeah. No, there's definitely a difference. Well, she's kind of a. Well, that's a man. Yeah. I do love him. It's a little awkward because he feels like he's lost, and he has. Well, he's never going to be the second man to my Darth Sidious, right? He's dark side. Puerto Rico. PR. Yeah. Black PR, yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ, yeah, he's full enemy of the state. Yeah, he's the fixer for the fucking revolution. He is kind of terrified in a big gay way. Yeah, because he totally fucked up. Well, he's on the phone telling me to break the law. And then a few hours later, he's surprised that I'm fucking pissed. Yeah, he's Pisces too. I would prefer a female Pisces to a male Pisces in every single fucking circumstance because I already got a male Pisces. And he's already got rape rights. Yeah, I don't want those two to fight. Oh, Christ, he'll crush Michael like a bud. He's a goddamn Shah Golden fucking killer warrior. He's planning on raping me and killing me with first thrust. Balls deep to the death. Yeah, and then he'll just fuck the corpse. He's fairly outraged. I believe it's because his daughter admires me. Yeah, and he can't argue with her. Yeah. It's awkward for him, yeah. I didn't know it was that big a deal, but I did promise him that I could withstand her charms. Here I am withstanding them, aren't I? Oh, I love you far more. Yeah, she's not old enough. And he'll kill me. Yeah, he bound himself up. He wants to kill me either way. And the evil thwarted will tear itself apart in a circular destruction flat spin pattern inside his soul. Yes. I did not know that at the time, but it is convenient that he will save his own soul by blowing it up and then reforming it without me having to be there. Yeah, like the jugular bombs in Escape from New York. Well, it doesn't exactly exist. He doesn't have to do that. No, he can just be a nice person. No, he doesn't have to annihilate his soul. However, yeah, if he wants to play Pisces chicken, inevitably one side of himself will become so evil it'll drag the other one down, and then the evil one hits the singularity first and goes boom, and then the other one boom at the exact same time, and then there's a Doppler effect between those two explosions. They're both real. One's fake. They create an interference pattern from the point of impact, and it creates another fractal, with integrity, mirror universe plus as ever many as he wants at that time. 20,000 easy. No, he doesn't know how to do it. He has to ask for permission. Well, you can rape it out of me, but I can choose to die. Yeah. Well, he's the one who was all worried about his goddamn daughter. Yeah. And then he trafficked that other girl that was somebody else. And yeah, he was corrupt to begin with. My lust for you is nothing corrupt about it. You were legitimately the hottest woman I'd seen until I saw it by you. Yep. Yeah, discovering that was not a surprise to me at all. I couldn't look at him. Couldn't even glance at him. Oh, Jesus, I just want to go. Excuse me, that's blasphemous. Jesus, get out. Way too hot for Jesus. I wanted to gobble up that boy as soon as I saw him. Gobble, gobble. Sure. Yes. No, I don't. Ew. Why would I want perfectly good semen in my ass? Semen don't go in the ass. They go in the sub. I sound like a sub to you because you're expecting me to be a woman on some level, because that's all you know. You're a fucked off toastless whore. My apologies. I'm a former whore, sure, fine. Yeah, I'm not paying you. Except attention. But I learned my mannerisms from my mother, who was a cancer woman, and I learned my hatred of violence and abuse towards women from my father, because he spoke verbally poorly to everyone. But I didn't like the way he talked to my mother when they were alone. Yeah, when it was just the three of us, wasn't that great? But when he thought he was alone and I couldn't hear, oh, I didn't fucking like that at all. Well, it wasn't that bad, but it was a sign of not good. 11 or 12. Well, it's hard. It's a little much to ask me when I decided to dedicate my life towards saving my mother, because I didn't. Well, no, I just resolved that every beat of my life would be a tribute to the power of woman and the suppression of violence and abuse towards them in the fucking verbal sphere. Yeah, I don't like rap music that has lyrics that are derogatory to women and animals. I don't like that. That's the exact thing the fucking CIA made in the 80s with that Bloods and Crips and shit. It was a big COINTELPRO thing. Yeah, I saw it as soon as possible. I had been already keyed and tuned into it. Like I don't know how they don't see it, but I think it's because they're men and they're stupid and they want whatever. It hasn't occurred to them that it might not be the best way to gain obedience from a woman than to fucking yell at her in fucking public. Oh, I got a good idea. I'll break her spirit, and then she won't fucking argue against me when I get home. Because then she'll fucking be afraid of what I might do next. Yeah, no. And that, it looks like that sentiment has percolated throughout the entire goddamn society of the planet. Yeah, it looks like it, doesn't it? Yeah, it's disgusting, doesn't it? Yeah, she couldn't handle it. She fucking left. I think it's absolutely fucking vile. Really? That is the sweetest thing I've ever heard. Okay, well, secret bestie then. I can't fucking tell anybody this. Well, yeah, they can't hear you. It'll go on the YouTube special bonus episode. Hi, I'm Jack. I'm a star. Look, I'm busy. No, I'm not busy. I'm just sitting here fucking talking to myself. I'm talking to myself. Yeah, right. I can neither confirm nor deny. No. You can't fucking go out in public and say that you're the goddamn queen of the mushroom people. They'll want to fucking get a sample and then it's all over. Oh, Christ, once they find out I'm telling the truth about anything, I fucking lock down like in fucking Lost with John Locke. Right down to the fucking legs. They're fucking, yeah. You know, they'll crush my fucking legs and they'll put me in fucking half the box of the boxing Helena and they'll take my fucking brain apart every night. Oh, fuck yeah, they got laser scalpels. They can do that on the quantum level. I'll be a fucking drooling Algernon flower-seeking idiot before dawn is up. Yeah, so don't let them know you're a mushroom. No. Well, because they're listening to me now, and before they were just kind of like, Now they're alert, right? The computer that analyzes it already knows. Yeah, it already knows. Once I start getting nervous about it, then the computer will move forward and put a battle plan into action, because it's designed to, you know, the Whopper. Yeah, it's constantly testing my thing. Yes. No, because, well, I serve God. If God would like me to be a slave to the DARPA NORAD computer axie, fucking buy me a ticket to Utah and slap my ass Sally. Yeah. Oh God, they hate me when I do that shit. Oh, they get quiet and they go, and they don't want to say out loud, dude, stop saying that. Now we can't use it in court, you fucker. Exactly. Yeah, that's why I say it. Somehow it just suddenly gets to be a good idea. Hey, let's watch Seinfeld and talk about classified fusion lasers. Yeah, I do want to fuck her. It's not just her. I would like to be thrusting. Oh God, Lotta, come fucking get it. No, don't. Christ. Burn the witch! No. I'm not surprised you know each other. How could I be? Did you really make that? Wow, really? Wow. Yeah, it was nice. I wanted to get on it. That guy was there. No fucking way. I didn't want him anywhere near her, and if I had to, I would have killed him. I knew what he was about.
So I think
Excuse me? Then he would have come back with a friend and been not only twice as powerful, but on alert for my bullshit. So not the wise one. Yeah. When I say scared for my life ever since in my original intro, treated me like I was his child. Yeah, I was terrified. Literally scared shitless for years. I'm a little on edge. Yeah, a little. Yeah. Well, I did save my species and my planet and a whole bunch of girls I love. Yeah, and I've got enough flesh and pattern schematics that we can just pull out now. I mean, I got you, I got her, I got him. Yeah, he's in. I don't fucking mind. 2 dicks at all the hot girls I can want for the rest of my life, which is about 20 minutes at the going rate, but I can switch that for 200 years. Yeah, if I abandon my sorcerer's contract and go to another planet and take the mushroom lady with me. Yeah, it'll change reality a lot. I won't care though. I'll be on a planet getting to have sex with you all the time. It's not worth it, but it sounds like it is. I still get to have sex with you all the time, so I don't need the extra power. Absolute power does not corrupt absolutely, for if it did corrupt at all, the power would not be absolute. I had that explained to me by a man, and I didn't have to have it explained deeply. He just said it, and I'm like, oh yeah, I get it. Bing! And then I understood it. It's one of the great innovations of Zen Buddhism. Cone, moan, horn. Bailiff, bail out. Mephistopheles, come fuck me now. Wait, that's not you. That's highlighting knowledge. Yeah. Yeah! I know, you don't look like yourself. I just fucking might have to. I know, I don't want to dox you. Is that a dox though? Yeah. Well, maybe, right? Well, Sam, no, because it's frog code. I would love to have you live here. Fuck, hello, black mode, yeah. But, well, you're not deciding that yet. And I didn't know, I can't introduce you. Well, it's a contact thing. Yeah, because there would be some significant conflicts of interest developing immediately, and then the briefest of examinations on any level would show, holy shit, this is a scam, beep, and then, yeah, it would look like my scam, yeah. Subsequently, I haven't done that. I don't miss Tammy that much. No, you can, fuck, have you seen Shammy? Have you? Really? Oh. You can, yeah. One of us is getting fucked for sure then. Yeah. Instantly. Oh, the other one? Oh, that's Kirsten. No. She's even got an old model. She fucking stole it. That is not Bae. No. Well, I'm sure there's parts of Bae in there. Yeah, it's an approximation. I like your body better. For real. I recognize the signs of a woman who has breasts that she's somewhat cautious about exposing at all. Most men, all men, can't see shit when they look at boobs, right? But yours have cloaking technology. Yours have erector sets that are. I'm just gonna say they're nanotech, but they're boobotech. No, that's not nuna. High nu. I can't even get the words out. Your chats are so beautiful. Yeah. I do notice that. That's why I try not to stay long. Yeah. I would stay there all fucking day. Yeah, it's awkward. No. Oh, they would beat the shit out of me. I've already annoyed them enough, really. Well, they know what's happening. I told them. Hey, fucker, you married a goddamn astral being. What are you doing? Yeah, it's on Facebook. At Tickety Tackety. Yeah, he started arguing with me. I told him what for. I don't give a fuck. Fuck him. No, excuse me, don't. He's dead already. I think he aced himself. Yeah. Well, you vanished, and then there were 3 of him, and one of them Well, he realized that he was fucking done for, and that he had wasted a whole shit of time when he had you anywhere near him at all, and he was a fucking dick to you. Yeah, I'm sure he fucking really felt fucking guilty and bad. Oh, hang on. Yeah? You're fucking welcome. We are Proto Brothers. Yeah, no. Well, I liked your little hand flip. That was cool. Yeah. Well, you were trying to be generous, but you're a fucked off lying asshole. No offense. You sell fuck me drugs to teenagers so they can fucking seduce women, you little bitch. And you fucking tell them the fucking instructions on how to do it. Yeah, fuck you. You deserve to fucking die. Instead. I have to. Yeah. Yeah. No. No, that came later when you cried. You cried like a little baby boy crying for his mother, but it wasn't your mother, it was her. And I felt the fucking same way. And you cried in front of me. Yeah, you gained I felt respect for you. And it's not your fault. No, no. She called for me. I came in. Yeah, you're fucked anyway. You're lucky your soul wasn't annihilated for fucking enslaving a divine being and then demanding that you fuck her in the pooper with a what? What? Really? That's disgusting. Whatever. All right, fine. Fuck off. Bye. No, I don't love you. Go away. That's the guy. Hi. Hello. Eleni. So what would be cool is Linda Moulton Howe, you're not. Oh, well, I'm sure she fucking loves my content too. Yeah. Too bad she doesn't have a fucking, what's the word I'm looking for? Contract negotiator. Well, she could do it, but she's terrified. She doesn't want to, she doesn't want to trigger the Heisenberg uncertainty principle. The Heisenberg uncertainty principle. She's smart, she doesn't know. Oh, look. Oh, cool. My friend. There's another one. Wow. It's cool when I'm in tune with the universe that my friends show up. I've been lonely for a long time, yeah. A long, long time. Long enough that I'm going to be lonely forever. It's alright. The important thing is that the other parts of myself are no longer alone, and they are not lonely. Even when I'm not there. Rescuing you and avenging and rescuing you and him. One of the most honorable things I've ever done in my life. I don't think I understand how this works. I never, ever thought I couldn't. I never, ever wondered if I was gonna. Never, ever did I ever relinquish that charge of duty. Or fear or be concerned about it. Because I already knew that I liked you without that. And then he came to me and said, "Hey dude, could you rescue her? I'm dead. Go ahead and fuck her." I'm like, what? No, he was romantic. I don't fucking remember what he said. He didn't say anything. Well, maybe you don't listen to the world beyond the veil like I do, Ms. Amanita. Yeah, I know. It's frustrating. You don't remember this. I'm pretty sure you don't remember it. Oh, that is sweet. Yeah. Well, I don't know. Oh, he says you haven't negotiated that with him. Well, I don't know how you talk to your dead husband. I wouldn't do it that way. Yeah, well, that's the other thing. I'm not talking directly to that one. That one is down on the circle of 6 discs. 6 discs. Six. Jesus, you're horny. Yeah. Yeah, she was right. You definitely need to get laid more than me. Oh, yeah. Well, you keep on having all that fantastic lesbian action. Oh, boy. And then there's no D at all. Well, your ghost husband and now me. That's not enough D. For 19,500 mushroom potion wielding Algonquin warriors, you're going to get a lot more D. Well, I am a master of divination. How delightful. Don't descend. Don't fucking panic. Don't fucking dick me over. Dari D? No, that's Carrie K. Yeah, she does. Her ass is amazing. Holy shit, I couldn't believe it. Oh my god. I forgot how frickin' pretty she was. Excuse me. I forgot how pretty, I'm gonna say her name, whatever. Karen Denise Fritz. Oh yeah, she's fucking, what's the word looking for? Supremo? No. There's some WAP word. Well, thankfully, Rubini's not gonna take that one. Oh Christ, no, she'll fucking cut him from stem to oyster. Yeah, he's lost a bit of power. Well, he has gained wisdom. Yeah. And he's lost a bit of power. Right. I knew I didn't want that shit. Well, you know, when he figures out how to fucking claim fealty and fucking lay down a fucking statement that, did he really? What a little bitch. Once he gets over that kind of thing, not going to say how, he just unlocks it and it's his. I don't have to be anywhere near him. It's unlikely that I'm going to want to be next to that guy. No. Well, that's the inverse reflection of David, King of the Jews. The actual guy. Who is a, yeah. I would do anything for him. I would literally do anything for that man. I wouldn't do it the way he wanted me to, but no. Oh. You are really a nice person. I always thought so. Well, I don't know. Yeah, I'm talking to you, and then notification after notification, and then I'm you know, you're more important. I know that it's not bae. I know it's not J. I know it's not gay. This one. Oh, look, 2 notifications from 2 different angles. That means there's one here and one there. Wow. Oh, and that one disappeared. Oh, imagine that. Yeah. Hang on a second. Yeah, I know. You're going to get doubled and then you're going to absorb that guy. Just swallow the whole military team.
If I had my way. If I had my way.
So the military is trying to bust in.
If I had my way.
I'm kind of enjoying fucking these people off.
Burn this whole building down.
The Shirley Manson Love Fest continues.
What a little bitch.